Hey, my name is Eugene Jordan, also known as Spydey. I'm from Hollis, Queens, and I rep Dynamic Rockers. I started back in 2008 by watching a show, America's Best Dance Crew. I used to do a little bit of dancing when I was little, but it didn't really carry me over for the next couple of years until 2008 when I saw the show. I realized, I still can do a little bit of dancing just like how they're doing, and they also introduced breaking, which was definitely something I always wanted to do because I already had flips. I felt like I wanted to get more out of it. So funny thing was, the day after the season ended, in high school we ended up having a high school African American dance or African American show where I had a couple of my friends who were on the football team doing the show, and they also had somebody in this show doing breaking. So what I ended up doing was finding out the guy who did the breaking and asked him if he can take me on, or where can I go and learn how to do breaking. And he introduced me to a club that we had, but it was kind of like the last year of my senior year, so I couldn't really take a lot in. So I was like, okay, well, I guess this is going to only be like a hobby. I don't think I can probably get anything out of it. But when I went to college, that's why I met Kid Glide, who was actually teaching all the college students there. And I started to pick up some moves that he was teaching there as well. And from there, it just kept going. I went to my first jam. I got excited, and I just wanted to keep it going, because to me, it basically showed me that you don't necessarily have to follow what everybody else is doing. I was skateboarding just before going into breaking. But everybody wanted to get the same moves, everybody wanted to have the same tricks, and it was kind of like, well, you have to have this criteria in skating in order to get sponsored. And it was really tough if you don't have those moves. With breaking, I saw it as an individual sport where you can create anything you want, and that's what stuck out to me. Hip-hop has affected my life in a big way. Like I said, when I was doing skating, I was a little bit into rock, and it wasn't necessarily, I guess you could say, grooving movement. So I started to listen to more hip hop as I was learning to break, and it started teaching me coordination, where now I'm starting to feel like I'm a part of the music, and any move that I do, it's basically from the music. So if I hear a snare, that's going to basically control my timing. And even if I hear the saxophone, the rhythms and the patterns of it will make me want me to do something different. So it affected my life in a big way. It's basically taught me that even in life, like, you have a certain flow and a certain pattern that you have to follow. When I'm dancing, that's kind of hard.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel different emotions. So depending on how my day is going, if I feel a little frustrated or upset, I'll dance a little bit more aggressively. If I feel excited or happy about the day, I'm a little bit more jumpy, and my moves are a little bit more explosive. Depending, like, even if listening to a different song, just expressing the feeling in the song will come out in different ways as I dance. Okay. Do not get discouraged if you can't find it. It's a long journey, and if you love what you do, that long journey is going to pay off in the end. You have to keep going. If you stop, it's only going to take you even longer to get to where you want to be. I would also tell the new generation to basically, this is a dance to create your own style. It's not necessarily you have to repeat somebody else's style. You have to be original. In order to have somebody recognize you for something, you have to be original. If not, you're just going to basically be like a carbon copy of somebody else.
Right.
So.
Mike Tyson.